Okay. Hello, great souls. Welcome to Yoga for Everybody, a chair yoga flow. Let's take a moment to center ourselves. So take a few deep breaths in and out. And as you breathe, visualize the breath washing through the whole body. Feel yourself welcoming the flow of prana and life force coming into every body cell, revitalizing and renewing the body with each breath. Lifting the inward gaze toward the point between the eyebrows, feel yourself consciously aligning with your highest self, your highest truth, your highest knowing of who you are, a divine soul. As we practice yoga today, aligning our energy with this practice that awakens us to this truth of unity and wholeness, one with all that is. Om, peace. Amen. Okay, let's begin with a few warm-ups to get the body ready for our practice today. So taking the left leg and extending that leg out, giving yourself a nice stretch on the back of the leg. You can move forward a little bit in your chair. You can hold on to the chair to give yourself some support, lengthening the spine as you stretch. Shoulders are resting, relaxed down from the ears, and just leaning forward to the point where you feel a stretch on the back of the leg and you feel a stretch to the spine, breathing into this. And coming forward just enough, right? You might find as you breathe that you start to come forward a little bit more. Again, lengthening the muscles in the back of the leg and opening up the spine as you stretch. Very nice. And we'll come back and go to the other side. Extend the right leg out. Foot is flexed. Position yourself so you feel stable in your chair, in your seat. You don't feel that you'll fall forward. You could also adjust the position of the other leg, because sometimes resting your hands on that leg will give you a sense of stability. It helps to relax the shoulders and keep the spine neutral, keeping this right leg, the foot flexed, breathing into the stretch, or again, hands on the chair, whatever feels best for you. Deep, full breaths in and out. Very nice. And come back. Beautiful. So let's practice a few shoulder rolls, just warming up the upper body and also noticing how the body's feeling. Sometimes when we practice, we suddenly become aware of tension we didn't notice was there. So if that's true, just breathe into that. And reverse directions. Taking your time. Let every moment be part of the practice for you. So warm-ups are as much a part of our yoga practice as the asanas. Learning to be fully present to the body and breath and consciousness. Very nice. Okay, we'll interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head for butterfly. Inhale, expand. You can lean back a little bit, kind of opening up the front of the heart and graceful backward bend. And then exhale, bring the elbows towards each other and bring yourself down. And you can gently pull, I hesitate to use the word pull, but guide rather. Guide the head towards the stretch. When you're ready to inhale, expand, beautiful butterfly wings, expanding, opening, and just follow your own pace. And when you're ready to exhale, bring the elbows towards each other, guide the head down, stretching and lengthening. Inhale, expand. You can hold either position. If you do hold, keep the breath flowing. So if you hold expansion, the position of expansion, keep the breath flowing through the body. And when you're ready, exhaling, bring the hands forward. And same thing, if you hold this position, keep the breath flowing. Very nice. And we'll inhale up, reach tall, stretch, and exhale down. Beautiful. Let's practice side to side stretch. So left arm comes up, lengthen and exhale over. And you can rotate the head to look to the sky, reaching through the fingertips, breathing deeply, just opening up the left side of the body as you stretch and breathe. Just enjoy the stretch. Nice. We'll inhale up and exhale down and go to the other side. So right arm comes up on the inhale. Lift and lengthen and exhale to the side. I use the leg of the chair to support me. And then rotate the head to look to the sky. Just keep reaching through the fingertips, breathing deeply. Feel your body and your breath and your mind, your consciousness all working together. Creating space in the body for divine energy to flow. Nice. We'll inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. We'll bring the left leg up and cross it over the right thigh. If you are, perfect. And lift and lengthen. So this is a deep hip opener for the left hip. And just sitting with a lengthened spine. This is Rajaka Pottanasana, so the royal pigeon pose in the chair. And the hands can be together. And you can lift and lengthen and then just begin to slowly offer yourself forward, keeping the spine lengthened as you do so. And again, you can adjust the position of your foot to kind of give you support as you come forward. So you feel very stable in your seat. Deep, full breaths. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. From here, you can turn the palms of the hands up and continue with a neutral spine or release the head and neck. You might find that you come forward a bit more. And then inhale and bring yourself back up to neutral, uncross and pause here for a moment, palms of the hands turned upward. As you breathe, see if you can sense a freedom in the body from this asana. Rajaka Pottanasana, royal pigeon pose. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Very nice. We'll go to the other side. So now we'll take the right foot and cross it over the left thigh and just take a moment to get yourself seated where it feels right for you. Lift and lengthen. You can bring the palms of the hands together. Breathing deeply. Feel the spine lengthened and lifted. And with each breath, just bring yourself into the pose, finding your truth in the practice. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Feel the body just coming into the asana And you just might find yourself making very minor adjustments, listening to the body. You don't need to move it in any way. If you feel to move, then just follow that. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Opening the hands, you can stay right in the position that you're in. Or if it feels right to you, release the head and neck. Come forward a bit more. Inhale, bring yourself back up, uncross the leg, hands rest on the thighs, and pause for a moment. This is seated Vajrasana, the firm pose. It's a neutral pose in our practice. It brings awareness of inner stability and strength. As the energy awakens, we consciously guide it to the point between the eyebrows, mentally repeating, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Royal pigeon pose. Finding that inner strength, inner stability with Vajrasana. The affirmation is in stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Vajrasana, the firm pose. Very nice. So I thought today it might be nice for us to practice the Surya Namaskar with a chair. So I'm going to I'm going to use this chair here and move this chair aside. If you have just one chair with you, it's fine. You can just put it in position for yourself. And I'll move through the practice slowly and just show you the options in using the chair. So one of the principles with chair yoga, which is also a principle with yoga therapy, which is to be very attentive to the flow of energy with each asana. So sometimes the asana does look different. But when we're attentive to the flow of energy, we're able to access the benefit and the gift of the asana, even if the position of the body looks a little different than the classic pose. So I'll be guiding you through that. And what Swami Kriyananda said about Surya Namaskar is that it is a strong practice for awakening the light. And it's the inner light that awakens. And so even though there's a lot of movement happening, it's easy to get distracted by the movement and have it become just a purely physical practice. And what we're practicing here is to move through that physical awareness to a deeper energy awareness of divine light. So the affirmation I'll say, you can say it with me if you know it, or take the words inward and listen and bring it here. Salutations to the sun, to the awakening light within, to the dawning of higher consciousness in all beings. Salutations to the sun, to the awakening light within, to the dawning of higher consciousness in all beings. Very nice. So I'll face my chair. And the hands come to the heart, and we inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up. The hands come down. They can come to the thighs. And as you come forward, you can have your hands rest on the chair and find your forward bend. So they can stay on the chair, or they could come all the way down to the floor, releasing the head. Then with your hands on the chair, you step the left leg back and use this to support you, finding your warrior pose. This is the first pose, so left leg back and right leg forward, lifting and lengthening. And we'll exhale, arms down. Now this is going to be the plank pose with a chair. So I step my feet back, and you want to make sure your chair is not going to slide. So your chair could be against a wall. That would be fine. That's a nice way of keeping it steady. And then from here, I bring my knees to the floor, and I use the chair to provide cobra pose. And then placing my hands on the seat, keeping them there the whole time, turn my toes under, and I come into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Now I'll step the left foot forward, and I'll come into my high lunge. Arms come down to the side. I step the foot forward. Use, again, the seat of the chair to come into your forward bend. And inhale up, hands together, and exhale back. Inhale forward, hands come out to the side. They can stay on the legs, or you can use the chair. Come forward. Take a few deep breaths here. And then we step the right leg back. You can use the seat of the chair to give you balance as you come into the pose, finding your truth in the asana. You can always modify. You could have a chair at your side for stability. You could have the chair right in front of you to hold the back of the chair if you wanted, if that was helpful. Just find your truth. Exhale, arms down. Then we'll position ourselves for plank, so it takes a little bit to find that position. So the plank pose with the chair, and you'll feel it strengthening. Then bring the knees down and use the chair for cobra. Feel the grace in the backward bend. And then come forward into downward dog. Stepping the right foot forward. So left foot back, and find your high lunge here. Feel the strength and power. Very nice. Exhale, arms down. Use the seat to give you stability for your forward bend. Then inhale up, and hands come to the heart. And you want to make a decision here, so take a moment to tune in. Would it be better for you to pause and take a little bit of a pause here, stay standing or come into a seat, or would you like to flow through one more time? So I'll guide you through another time. And you decide what's best for you. Inhale up, we'll move a little more quickly. Exhale down. Surrender, release. Use the chair to support you. Left foot comes back. Find that high lunge that's just right for you. Salutations to the sun, to the awakening light within, to the dawning of higher consciousness in all beings. The arms come down, and you'll bring yourself into supported plank. Knees come to the floor for cobra. Coming into downward dog. Stepping left foot forward and right leg is back. Visualize the inner light shining brightly within you, radiating out to all. Exhale, arms down. You'll step your foot forward, use the chair to come into a forward stretch. Inhale up. Hands come up. Exhale back. Inhale, exhale. Step right foot back. Take a moment to come into the stance that works for you. Feel the power of the pose. Exhale, arms down. Come into plank. Knees come to the floor. Cobra pose. From here, downward dog. Step right foot forward, left leg is back for high lunge. Arms come down. We'll step left foot forward, use the chair to find your forward bend. Then inhale up. And exhale, arms down. And pause in Tadasana. The hands can be at the heart or at your side. Lift the gaze to the spiritual eye, mentally affirming salutations to the sun, to the awakening light within, to the dawning of higher consciousness in all beings. Very nice. Okay. From here, we'll practice a seated spinal twist. I think I'll turn this to the side. So we're going to take the left leg and cross it over the right. And you want to sit in such a way that you feel your spine is lifted and lengthened and supported. And so left leg over the right. I'm going to inhale and bring the, actually, let me face you. I think that's going to be better. I'll turn to the side in a moment. This will be easier. Okay. So lift and lengthen. Left arm comes behind. The right arm is here. And I inhale and exhale towards the left. Inhale, exhale. And you keep going. Inhale, exhale, until you feel like you've found the stretch for the twist for your spine that feels just right for you. Looking back in the direction of the left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Visualize energy flooding into the heart center. Swami Kriyananda said that's what happens in this pose. And then we lift the energy up toward the spiritual eye for purification. So that energy becomes divine love, the quality of divine friendship, kindness and compassion to all. The affirmation is, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. We'll inhale and exhale, unwind, uncross the legs, and pause for a moment. As you pause, I'll turn my chair to the side. Very nice. So now we'll take right leg and cross that over the left. Lift and lengthen. We'll bring the right arm behind just to support it. It kind of begins the twist, but just slightly. Lift the head, and as you exhale, begin to twist the spine gently and slowly. Inhale, exhale, until you get to the point where it feels like, that's the right stretch for my body, for my spine. And breathe deeply into this. Welcoming the awakening of divine energy within you. And lifting that energy from the heart center to the seat of superconsciousness. Mentally affirming, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. To come out of the pose, we inhale, exhale, bring ourselves back to center, pausing for a moment in Vajrasana. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Ardha Matsyendrasana, the seated half spinal twist. From here, we'll come into Sasamgasana, the hare pose, and to practice, we'll have the hands come to the back of the chair as we'll come forward, and you'll see I'll hold this, and it's a nice stretch for the spine and the shoulders. You could have your hands a little closer if this feels too far back for you. So inhale, exhale forward. My fingers are loose here until I come into position, and then I'm holding on so that I get nice support, and I release the head. And I just kind of take a moment to find where, that's the nice stretch. Breathe into this. Releasing the head and neck, brings my head just below the heart slightly, gentle inversion. The affirmation is, I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. To come out of the pose, we inhale up. And we'll pause in Vajrasana, taking a moment. peace. Amen. Okay, dear souls, let's send out this divine light that we awaken today. Feel yourself as a divine channel, sending out the blessing. Whatever you received in your practice, let's share this with the world. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Great to be with you today. Wishing you a beautiful day.